I'd like to go into some of the battery technologies that have come out today. There are basically three types of batteries that are available today, one of which has been around for a long time, the NiCad or nickel-cadmium battery. This battery type is available in virtually every OEM manufactured radio system today. Almost all of them come standard with NiCads, and you can get an optional battery that would be a nickel metal hydride. NiCads have some characteristics that really have made them a long-run player. They are very flexible when it comes to the type of charging they'll accept. What I mean by that is you can leave the battery on charge, you can charge it at a low rate of 10% of its capacity, you can charge it all the way up to about a 3.5 or 4 times its rate of capacity and not damage the pack. In any case, when you overcharge beyond a trickle charge rate, always have the NiCad pack on some type of overcharge protection. NiCad's downside is basically the weight. They're very flexible, they're very durable, they hold a charge well, but they do weigh more. In this case, we have an example of a 1400 milliamp pack. This pack weighs probably in the neighborhood of about 6 to 7 ounces. As we look at this compared to the other couple types of batteries that I'm going to go into, you'll see the weight gain that you pick up from them. The next pack that's used readily is a nickel metal hydride pack. Basically very similar in charge characteristics and flexibility to a NiCad battery. They are also 1.2 volts per cell, just like a NiCad. However, the biggest gain in performance on these batteries is that you gain approximately 40% capacity for the same amount of weight. The third type of pack, which has become very, very popular and has absolutely increased the performance levels for the aircraft by leaps and bounds, is a lithium polymer pack. This pack will weigh up to as little as 1/4 the weight of a NiCad pack, or another way to say it is our example of 8 ounces for the 1400 milliamp NiCad pack will be approximately 2 ounces for the same capacity on a lithium polymer pack. Those are the upsides in the lithium polymer pack. There's a little bit of a warning or a downside, and that is the batteries are basically more volatile. They do have a chemical solution inside of them that if there's external damage to the battery, they must be carefully checked. Cut off the external shrink wrap, look at each cell individually, make sure that you don't see any point where there's been damage, or certainly that you don't see any type of excretion of the chemical base that's inside the cell coming out. In terms of charging, these cells, first of all, are a 3.7 volt per cell pack as compared to our 1.2 volt on the nickel metal hydrides and the NiCads. Whatever your manufacturer of the battery puts in their instructions should be very carefully followed. Additionally, unlike our NiCads and nickel metal hydrides, this pack is recommended to be charged inside of a metal enclosure. The charger that we have here to use with this particular pack happens to be a Hobbyco quick field charger. There are a variety of brands available. One of the things that's a nice feature on the Hobbyco quick field charger is it won't charge a cell with a pre-selected type of charge rate that is not compatible with the cell you've chosen. So to say that another way, this lithium polymer pack must have the charge button pushed 3 times when this pack is plugged into the charger in order to go on the circuit and begin charging the pack itself. Another area of concern and caution is don't leave these packs unattended when they're charging. 1, put them into the metal housing, and 2, don't leave them unattended. Don't go off to dinner or leave the house when you've got them on charge. The good news is these don't take an overnight charge anymore like a NiCad where it's 12 or 15 hours. They're typically charged up in less than an hour. So that makes it doable in terms of not leaving them alone. Basically, the message is with the technology that's available today, our aircraft performance will absolutely go through the roof.